Ad Astra starring Brad Astra. I thought this movie would be either Bad Astra or Rad Astra, but I'm sad Astra to say that this is just Drab Astra. Hello everyone and welcome to Flickering Myth, an extension of the website flickeringmyth.com. My name's EJ Marino and today we have a brand new review of the film Ad Astra. Have you ever met somebody so beautiful, so striking that you just had to talk to them, and then the moment they open their mouth, it's nothing but hot air? That's kind of what I felt about Ad Astra. This is a gorgeous movie, but there's nothing on the inside. Stephen King has a great expression for this movie. He used it when he was describing The Shining. He said that is a beautiful big Cadillac with no engine on the inside. And that's kind of how I feel about this movie. Like I said, it's gorgeous. There's so much impressive cinematography. The sound design's great. The acting is okay. It's a little understated. I like a performance that's a little bit larger than life. So yeah, everything aesthetically is fine with this movie. But the second I peel back, the second I try to get deeper into this movie, I start finding nothing. I know there's going to be people that this is a message about fatherhood and the meaning of life. I didn't get any of that from here. This movie has a lot that it tries to say. They're saying a lot, but none of it really sits with me. None of it really pushes through and impacts me. And I'm actually kind of sad because if anything, I thought this movie would be very pretentious, very heady with a lot to think about. And like I said, I just go okay, I saw a movie, I got what was happening, but does it sit with me? Does it resonate with me? And it doesn't. Brad Pitt plays an astronaut on a mission to find his father, who is all the way on the outer edges of space, and he's having to bring him back to Earth for some crazy questioning by our government. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of this movie, because I think the plot does overall unfold in an interesting way, and then it hits a certain point where it stops unfolding, and I'm like, and there's more to the movie, and now here's the crazy big bold third act, and it's just, again, understated. Much like the acting, the third act of this movie is fairly understated. I was just like, you're building me up, there's some cool little sequences here or there, there's a cool space pirate scene, there's some cool stuff on Mars, and then the cool stuff doesn't add up to a cool finale. I just go, oh, it ends, and I'm like, that's the end. You start going they're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything. And here's the moment they find out the meaning of life. And it's not there. And that's what I kept saying. This movie got me there that I was just and here's the moment it's going to get great. And it never got great. That's not to say Ad Astra is a big piece of crap. There's going to be people who really like this movie, and that's fine. I honestly think I wouldn't say not see this movie. If you're into movies about space, if you like Brad Pitt or director James Gray, this should be right up your alley. But for me, I didn't connect with it, and I don't think a lot of other people will. This is going to be one of those split 50-50 down the middle, where people either are going to love it or hate it. I don't see a lot of people just going, it was fine, because I don't think there's anything to really smite this movie against it. It's not an abomination of cinema, but there's way more movies about space. There's way more movies with this message out there that I was just kind of I would rather watch Contact with Jodie Foster before I would watch this again. By the end of the second act, almost the third act, I started going, ooh, this might just be made for awards contender. We had movies like First Man or The Martian that felt so built for award shows, and that's kind of what this does here. I feel like this is going to be a big contender for the sound design categories, for cinematography, for visual effects. And that's kind of about it. This movie is a technical wonder. They do a lot in this movie. But honestly, if you see enough space movies, they don't really reinvent the wheel. There's not some cool interstellar visuals. There's not some cool Martian moments where him having to have these stuff on Mars and things like that. There's not that extra mile. This isn't as beautiful and artsy as Arrival. I keep going to these other space movies, these other movies similar to this, and going, but that's a little bit better. And that's not fair for Ad Astra to keep comparing it to other movies, but when there's other movies that are dealing with the same subject and way better, you kind of look at this and go, but you're missing that extra oomph. To just recommend that everyone should run out and see this movie is a little bit harder for me. It drags a little bit, and unless you're paying for an IMAX or a Dolby ticket, I don't think this is a big, huge theatrical experience. But again, this movie's not bad. There's going to be people who should go out and see this movie because it's right up their alley. And if you have any curiosity about this movie, go see it. But if you're on the fence about it, maybe stay on the fence about it until video on demand, because this movie is just okay. It has some understated acting, some really good visuals, but it has little else in the story department. Honestly, I kind of wish the space pirate scenes, this one weird moment in the second act, I kind of wish they were in different movies. There's good moments deep down inside this movie, but they get lost in translation. That is it for my review of Ad Astra. I ran out of puns in the beginning, and I wish there was more to keep me entertained throughout this review and entertained in this movie, but that's about it. What did you guys think of this review? What do you think of Ad Astra? Let me know all your feelings in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to Flickering Myth, because we make videos like this every single week, and give us a thumbs up, because YouTube takes us way too seriously. Alright guys, I am so excited to talk about Ad Astra below.